It's a Saturday morning in the South. It's perfect weather and you're on your way to a football game. Let's pretend this isn't just any game. It's the Iron Bowl, the biggest game of the year for any Alabama resident. You're at home, you're texting all your friends on what you're going to be doing when you get there, where you can meet up to walk around and see all the fraternities and sororities or throw the football. You can't wait to get inside the stadium with the other 100,000 diehard fans screaming their heads off for their favorite team. You can't wait to see your favorite player make that insane touchdown to win the game. One ticket for the whole experience. But all of a sudden, something happens and you can't go to that game. Whether it's a family meeting, or someone has an emergency, or your dad has a meeting, or your dog's missing or hurt, or you get a flat tire. But anyways, you can't go. So what do you do with those tickets? Do you sell them? Do you give them to family or friends? Do you try to put them on the internet to try to get some of your money back? What do you do? Well, most of the time, these tickets remain empty. Instead of letting these tickets go to waste, what if you gave that experience I was talking about earlier to one of our soldiers? My aunt, Janet Charlton, and her husband, Mike, had the same idea. This idea led to the creation of Gameday for Heroes. Gameday for Heroes is an organization that receives donated tickets and gives them to soldiers. Since its creation, it has received and donated over 500,000 tickets. When I was asking her about the organization, she told me about a story about a soldier with PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder. PTSD is a disease triggered by a terrifying event, either witnessing it or experiencing it. In 2004, 1 in 8 soldiers coming back from the war in Afghanistan were diagnosed with this disease. So anyway, she was telling me about this one soldier whose disease was so bad that when he would go to restaurants, he could not sit with his back facing the door. She heard about this soldier and was able to give him some tickets. When he got to the game, he had to bring his brother along with him because he did not know if he was going to be able to take all the people and all the noise in the game. He eventually made it through the game and was later able to bring his girlfriend along with him to more games. The two are now married and have just had their first child. I think something as simple as giving up a football ticket can turn someone's entire life around, just like it did with this soldier. Now, Gameday for Heroes isn't the only organization doing things to help our soldiers. Like the Disabled American Veterans provides free transportation to soldiers to medical and VA facilities around the country. The Fisher House Foundation builds medical housing around facilities and hospitals for family members to see their injured or ill or diseased soldiers. Homes for Our Troops builds specially modified homes for soldiers so they can live independently. Now don't forget, these soldiers do this voluntarily. They know what they are going to experience, and yet they do it anyways for you and me. They leave their family for years at a time to do something that I think is the bravest thing ever. But when they come back from combat, do they get any praise? In my opinion, we don't do enough for our soldiers. So how can you do something as simple as giving up a football ticket to give an experience that can change somebody's life? So what if we did more for our soldiers? What if we showed them more appreciation? Thank you.